Pick your book. Yeah, good evening, children. Yeah, so now first we'll complete yesterday's classwork. I explained a few situations for you, right? We'll complete the classwork, yesterday's classwork. Right on? So now as you write, if you have a doubt, you can ask me. With the question. I've explained all this yesterday. Okay, so complete your classwork now. As you work, if you have any doubt, please ask me. After this, we'll see the answers to yesterday's test questions. Then if we have time, we'll move to division. All right. So this one I want to do this again. So see here. How many pages did he read? Okay, you know the question. We saw this in yesterday's class. So number of pages, don't write anything now. Number of pages read is equal to 3/4 of the book. It's given. It's given there. Can you see? Vikas read. See the question? Vikas read 3/4 of the book. So 3/4 of the book, Vikas has completed reading. So the number of pages read is equal to 3/4 of the book. Okay. So that is equal to 3/4. Of means into multiplication. And of the book, like if it is 1 year, what will you say? 365 days. 1 rupee, you will say 100 paise. 1 kilogram, you will say 1000 grams. Now, of the book means what should you write for that? Number of pages in the book. You must write the number of pages in the book. How many pages are there? 216. Okay, so this is 3 into 216 divided by 4, correct? Now you'll have to simplify and get the answer. 3, it's given in the question itself, 3/4 of the book. 3/4 of the book meaning 3/4 of means into of the book. What should you substitute for that? The total number of pages in the book, 216. And simplify and get the number of pages read. Now, number of pages 100 will be 216 minus whatever he's read. But here the question is how many pages did he read? Okay, but supposing you have to find the number of pages 100, then it will be 216 minus whatever he's read, minus 162. Okay, so 216 minus 162 will give you the number of pages 100. How can you find the number of pages 100 directly? Correct. So if you have to find for this question, if you have to find how many pages he has not read. He has not read. Okay. So number of pages read is equal to 3/4 of the book. Correct? So number of pages 100. 100 will be 1 minus 3/4 of the book. Of the book. 3/4 he has read. That means 1 minus 3/4 because when it's fraction, the total is 1. So he is not read 1 minus 3/4 of the book. So what is this? 1 minus 3/4 meaning 1 is 4/4. So 4/4 minus 3/4, which is 4 minus 3/4, which is 1/4 of the book. 1/4 of the book. Correct? So he is not read 1/4 of the book. That means 1/4 into what will you write of the book? Meaning the total number of pages, 260. Simplify and you'll get the answer. All right? Yeah. Yeah. Satakshi, following? Done, children? Yeah. So now tell me, if two-thirds is consumed, then how much is not consumed? Okay, 1/3. Why? Because 1 minus 2 by 3. 1 minus 2 by 3. Two-thirds of the ghee is consumed. So not consumed will be 1 minus 2 by 3. What is 1 minus 2 by 3? 3 by 3 minus 2 by 3, which is 3 minus 2 by 3. You can write 1 as 3 by 3, right? Which is 1 by 3. Yeah, so I've done it in 2 ways. You'll have to work it both the ways. Yeah. Yes. Which one? Yes. Okay. What is now every fraction will have a corresponding value. Now, what does this fraction correspond to? 2 by 3. What does the fraction 2 by 3 correspond to? It corresponds to the ghee consumed, no? The fraction will correspond to a value. Now, this fraction 2 by 3 corresponds to what? Ghee consumed or ghee not consumed? What? Ghee consumed. 2 by 3, that fraction refers to the portion of ghee consumed. So when you find the value, that is 2/3 of the total quantity, what is this 12 kgs? It's a quantity consumed. Because if you find using 2 by 3, you will find the quantity consumed. Because 2 by 3 represents the portion or the fraction consumed. So 12 kgs is the quantity of ghee consumed. So how will you find how much is left in the tin? What is left not consumed? Not used. Not used is still in the tin. So that will be the total minus how much ever you have used. The total 18 kgs minus whatever you have used. You have used 12 kgs. So 6 kgs is not used. Okay. The other way of doing it is using the relevant fraction straight away. 2 by 3 refers to consumed. So 1 minus 2 by 3, that is 1 by 3 refers to not consumed. So if you use 1 by 3, you don't have to subtract because 1 by 3, this fraction refers to the portion of the ghee not consumed. So when you find the value using 1 by 3, you will directly get the ghee left. What are the two fractions in the question? 2 by 3 and 1 minus 2 by 3, which is 3 by 3. All of you look at the board. Minus 2 by 3, which is 3 minus 2 by 3, which is 1 by 3. So the two fractions in the question are 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. Now 2 by 3 represents ghee consumed or ghee used. Ghee used. And 1 by 3 represents ghee not used or left. Ghee left. If you find using 1 by 3, you will directly get how much ghee is left. If you find using 2 by 3, you will get how much ghee is used. So how much will be left? The total 18 minus whatever is used is left. So it depends which fraction you're using to get the answer. If you use 2 by 3, yeah, then you have to subtract like this. If you use 1 by 3, you get the answer straight away. You sure? All of you? Finish writing? Yeah. So now tell me for this. So what is the total income? Income is the whole thing, right? And from the income, what can you do? You can spend and you'll save the remaining. Now, what is the fraction that represents income spent and the fraction that represents income saved? 4 by 5 represents income spent. So what is saved? Equal to? No. I'm asking you. This is my question. Yeah. So if 4/5 is if 4 by 5 represents the portion spent, then what fraction represents saved? Yes, Tanya. No, I'm asking the fraction. One by 5. Because no. 1 minus 4 by 5. So how you calculate that? 1 is 5 by 5 minus 4 by 5, which is 1 by 5. No, you should ask me, what is the problem there? Tell me. The total is income, right? This is the total money you have. Now from the income, Satakshi, are you listening? From income, what do? You spend and you save. Okay. Now, if it's given that you spend 4/5. See here, it's given here. Renu spends 4/5 of her income on household expenses. How much does she save every month? So how much she spends? 4 by 5. Then how much is she saving? 1 minus 4 by 5. Yeah, correct. 1 minus 4 by 5. Because the total is 1. And what is 1? 5 by 5. Minus 4 by 5. Which is 1 by 5. Yes or no? Okay, good. So I've done it in 2 ways. Yes. Your whatever you spend. Expenditure is whatever you spend. Expenses. Expenses. Petrol expenses. Okay. Whatever you spend. Expenditure. Hmm? Also use? You can say money spent. Okay, I'll change that. Huh? You want me to change? No, you should learn new terms. Expenditure is the money spent. Expenditure means money spent. Hmm. Finished? No problem. We'll do it in the class now. Yeah. Now it's clear, Tanya? Correct. No, it happens. It's very normal. That is very normal. Only when we keep working, it gets registered in our memory. New things are not easy to remember. It's easy to understand. But as you say, you will forget it. It fades away from your memory next day. Then after that, then eventually you'll forget. So we need to keep practicing to remember. Once you practice a couple of times, then it will stay in your mind, stay in your memory. Don't worry about it. Now, at the end of the session, children, from 7:10 to 7:30, last 15-20 minutes, you'll have a test based on this concept. Yesterday I just wanted to check how much you understood. So from that itself, I could make out. No, I won't share anything. No. Today, this one, I'll correct and give you marks. Yeah. There is no method means that this can be like anyone method. Anyone. Because actually you don't know, that's why I was confused with this method. Very good. Yes. That happens. Yes. Any method you can use. Okay. No. Don't get your exit books here. If you want to share your answer, otherwise you can just. Yeah. What's the answer? Okay. So see here. 11 by 15 you got? Okay. What about the others? You got 11 by 15? Okay. Now, see, what is the question here? Ravish reads this part of the book in 1 hour. They've given you how much he reads in 1 hour, and they want you to find how much he will read in, or how much he'll be able to read into 1 by 5 hours. Like he's able to read 10 pages in 1 hour. In 2 hours, 20 pages. In 3 hours, 30 pages. In 4 hours, 40 pages. So you'll have to multiply. Yeah, let's see, it's important to understand the question. 1 hour, 1/3 of the book he can read. Okay. So it is like in 1 hour, he's able to read 5 pages. Then in 8 hours, how many pages can he read? 8 into 5. 40 pages he can read, right? In the same way here, part of the book read in 1 hour is 1 by 3. So the part of the book he'll read in 2 1 by 5 hours will be equal to 2 1 by 5 into 1 by 3. See now, how do you notice multiplication? Just replace the fractions with natural numbers. Just replace the fractions. Just replace this one with some natural number, say like 5 pages. And replace this with some 12 pages. I'm sorry, 12 hours. Yeah. Oh. Correct. You didn't change it to the mixed fraction correctly. It's correct. 11 by 15 is right. That's okay. You can correct that. So children, see, replace the fractions with, some natural numbers. Now read the question. Ravish reads 5 pages in 1 hour. How much of the book will he read in 12 hours? 1 hour, 5 pages. So 12 hours, 12 into 5, right? 60 pages. So it's multiplication. So you have to multiply here also. So part of the book read in 1 hour, 1 by 3. Part of the book read in 2 1 by 5 hours will be 2 1 by 5 into 1 by 3. Then you know how to multiply. Yeah, take it on. This class, the last 15 minutes. See. Got it? Understand why it's multiplication? You might find it a little difficult because you missed the sessions. Yeah, so I'm not asking you anything actually. Because you have to go through the recordings. Only then you will catch up with the classes. Is this okay? Yeah. Now look at this one. Chika plants 5 saplings in a row in her garden. 5 saplings. Okay. Young plants. What are saplings? Young plants. Young plant. A sapling is a young plant, small plant, a baby plant. Okay. Shika plants 5 saplings in a row in her garden. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you will say, now what is this? This is a black dot. It's not a sapling. I have not drawn the sapling. The dot represents the sapling. So this is one. This is a plant. This is a small plant. I have not drawn the sapling. You understand that? The dot represents the sapling there, the young plant. Okay. See, you can draw. If you want, you can draw like this is one sapling, then this is the next sapling, like this. Correct? Okay. So the distance between two adjacent saplings is 3 by 4 meters. That is, the distance between these two is 3 by 4. 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 How many saplings? 5 saplings. What is the distance between two saplings? 3 by 4 meters. 3, see, when the unit is given, it's a value, it's not a fraction. Simply 3 by 4 and 3 by 4 meters. What is 3 by 4 meters? What is 1 meter? 100 centimeters. So 3 by 4 meters means 3 by 4 into 100. So it will be 25, 75 centimeters it is. 3 by 4 meters means, see, you don't have to find that. I'm just telling you. 3 by 4 meters. Now, if you want to understand the value, what is 3 by 4 meters? How long is that? If you want to understand that, so 3 by 4, what is 1 meter? 100 centimeters. So into 100 centimeters. Then cancel. 4 ones are 425 times. So 75 centimeters. So 75 centimeters. Now think of your scale. Your scale 30 centimeters. No, your scale is 30 centimeters. So double it 60 centimeters. And a half of it is 75 centimeters. Your long scale 30 centimeters. Once more 30 centimeters and half of it. So that is 75 centimeters. So the distance between two saplings is 75 centimeters or 3 by 4 meters. Now you have to find. So what's given in the question? How many saplings? 5 saplings. What is the distance between two adjacent saplings? 3 by 4 meters. What is the question? What is the distance between the first sapling and the last sapling? So what is the distance? 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Now your question will be, this is addition. Why you given in multiplication? Because the heading is word problems on multiplication of fractions. Yes. Yeah, because repeated addition is multiplication. It's repeated addition. So it's multiplication. So the distance between, I'll listen to you, just a minute. Distance between the first and last sapling is equal to 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Repeated addition is multiplication. So 4 into 3 by 4. So how do you multiply? Multiply the numerators by 4. So 4 and 4 cancels, 3 meters. Yeah, you actually approached it correctly. But because 5 saplings, you put 5. The distance between. Yeah, see, you can see, no, the distance between. What is the distance between these two? 3 by 4. Between these two, 3 by 4. Between these two, 3 by 4. Between these two, 3 by 4. So how many 3? How many 3 by 4s? Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me tell you like this. Now, supposing only 2 saplings you're planting. Supposing you're planting only 2 saplings. The distance between them is 3 by 4. But you are saying 2 into 3 by 4. Correct. See, you got it yourself. Because there are 4 gaps, only 4 3 by 4s you should add. Because there are only 4 gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4 gaps. So for each gap, it is 3 by 4. So for 4 gaps, 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Repeated addition is multiplication. So 4 into how many times 3 by 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So 4 into 3 by 4. So is it now easy to understand? So what is the question? The question is to find the distance between the first one and the last one. What is the distance between the first and the last sapling? So you'll have to add all the distances here. Correct? Finish writing? Aren't you writing down the correct answers?
I write the correct answer, but I want the second.
No, I wanted to complete it now. What about the earlier one? This one? You didn't write the answer? You got this right. You got it right. Yeah. 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 Yes. What's the answer for this one? 18.
I work in both the ways.
Correct. So if 3/5 of the class are boys, then what part of the class are girls? You tell me. 2/5. Very good. 2/5. If 3/5 are boys, then 2/5 are girls. Correct? Yeah. So the question is to find the number of girls in the class. So you can do it in two ways. If you use 3/5, what will you find? You will find the number of boys. If you use 3/5, you will find the number of boys. Then to find girls, total number of students minus boys will give you girls. Yeah. The other method is to find the number of girls. You can use the relevant fraction straight away. What is the fraction that corresponds to girls? 2/5. See, for boys, what is the fraction? 3/5. And for girls, 2/5. If you use 3/5 and work, you will find number of boys. If you use 2/5 and work, you will find number of girls. So if you want to find girls directly, you can use 2/5. Or supposing you work with 3/5, you will find boys. Then total minus boys will give you girls.
I work both.
Yeah. So fraction of the class that are boys. Fraction of the class that are boys. 3/5. Fraction of the class that are girls. 2/5. So number of girls will be 2/5 of the class. Correct? No, now you get that? Yeah, take it down. Are you taking down the answers? Are you taking down the answers? You finished writing this? Okay. Come, let me see. Slowly.
confused. And after that, 45 minus 27.
Finish? Yeah. Completed, all of you? Now, what's the other way of doing it? How will you find the number of boys? Hatakshi? Number of boys is equal to 3 by 5? 3 by 5 of the class. Of the class. So as you said, 3 by 5. Of means into. And the class, the total strength, 45. So this is 3 into 45 by 5, correct? Now, yeah, 5 ones are 5 nines are. So I get 27. This is the number of boys. So how will you find the number of girls? Now, why should you use the fraction now? 45 minus 27. See. Yeah, you understood. Yes. So how much? 18. Very good. Yeah. 10 1 by? Very good.
I think and then Deepika reached 1 3 by 4 every day. She completed it in 6 days. So 6 into 1 3 by 4 is equal to total.
Yeah, correct.
Oh. Okay, we do it in the second method.
No, for everything you don't have an alternate method.
Nothing vanished.
Finished?
And then, we got the 7 things. That one's.
Yeah. So, Satakshi, what should you do here? 1 hour, 8 1/3 kilometers. 2 2/5 hours. What is the operation? Whenever it's given for 1 hour, and you have to find for more number of hours, it's multiplication. Yeah. 20. Very good. 20. Did you get 20? Okay. No, which part I can help you? Because today's test, all of you should do well. Can I see your book? Come here.
Instead of 5, I wrote 4. I wrote 4 instead of 4. So I got 16.
Oh, yeah, oh, you got it. So, yeah, you've got it actually. Just change this out of them.
Yes.
This becomes 5. So, 5 was a 20, 20, 20. You got it right. Very good.
Next question. On the next one,
You remember in one class, we had taken a test which comprised of MCQs, true or false, fill in the blanks.
Yes.
We have little more to, discuss in that. Yeah. Now, when I was writing the answers, I felt some questions were like, too tedious to calculate for 7th standard. It was too tedious to calculate for, or to begin with. Maybe later on we can take up questions like that. So I've corrected the questions. I've made them, I've changed the question so that the calculation is easier for you. Now at this stage. Later on we can see questions like that, but that actually is not needed for you. You understand that? You don't have to complicate things like that. So I've corrected the questions. So what I have the answers also with me. So that will be a part of the homework. I'll share those images with the answers. So complete that as a weekend assignment, and you will not need help there because we have understood all those concepts. Remember which test I'm talking about? Yeah. So we discussed till, yeah, correct. The rest of it, I have worked, and as I was working, I told some questions were really too lengthy. Calculations were very lengthy, so I've changed the questions. So don't get confused that you have one question, she's worked for something else. Don't get confused. If the question is different, change the question and work that answer. I'll share it with the answers, but don't copy. Please work and see if you're getting the same answer. Is it over? Images I'll share. I'll share the images.
Oh.
Not now. Tomorrow. Yeah. Now, how much is consumed? How much is remaining? What is consumed? Used up. What is consumed means what? Used up. Used up. Consumed means used up. So how much is used up? 2/3. Then how much is not used up? How much is remaining? 1/3. 1/3. What should you find? How much is left? What is the fraction that corresponds to left? 2 by 3 or 1 by 3? What is the fraction that corresponds to left? The quantity of sugar left, 1 by 3, no? So if you use 1 by 3, you will get the answer straight away. Huh? Yeah. I have to send. I have already prepared. We have to discuss that or? Okay. Workbook till how many worksheets? No, 2 worksheets, but I think in that only 1 or 2 sums. Sorry? No, we have to discuss. The others are pretty simple, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the fraction consumed is 2 by 3. Left is 1 by 3. So if you find 1 by 3 of 30, you will get the quantity left straight away. If you find 2 by 3 of 30, if you find 2 by 3 of 30, what will you get? The quantity of sugar consumed you will get 20. How much is consumed you will get? So left will be 30 minus 20, 10. Finish this one?
Already, yes.
Oh, it's there, no? The question is there.
By the time you are explaining, you know the question. It's one. Yes, ma'am. 7 to 1, 8 is not 1. You go to 7. How many questions are there?
9, I think.
9. Do I have space? Completed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Finished?
Let's go.
Yeah. What's the formula to find the area of a rectangle? L into B. What's the answer? Yeah. Made a mistake while converting. Which one is? Read your fractions. Read your fractions. Read what you've written. No. That improper form. Improper form. You didn't add 3. Yeah.
You wrote the sound one. So now I know what it is.
Yeah. Finished. Very good. You got this right? Fine, right? Yeah. You got 2627 by 20. That's good. Very good. Good. Yeah. Yeah. The statements, huh? To write the statements, you need to understand the situation that's all. Now, what's the situation about here? They're given you the cost of 1 liter of milk, and they're asking you to find the cost of some other quantity of milk, right? Yeah, so statement would be cost of 1 liter of milk. Then supposing you're asked to find the cost of 15 liters, cost of 1 liter of milk, whatever. Cost of 15 liters of milk is equal to, and multiply by that. Yeah. Situation we have to understand. You should not search in the question. You should not search for anything in the question. You should read and understand the situation. Then you just put yourself in that situation. Like if the fruit seller comes to your house, what will you ask him if you want to buy if you want to buy some mangoes? What will be your first question to him? What is the cost of 1 kg of mangoes, right? So he says 50 rupees. Okay, and you have say 200 rupees with you. So then you will calculate how much can you buy with 200 rupees. If 1 kg is 50 rupees, you can buy 4 kgs. But if you have to buy 6 kgs, then how much you have to spend? No. 1 kg is 50 rupees. So 6 kgs will be 50, 300 rupees. So cost of 1 kilogram of mangoes, rupees 50. Cost of 6 kilograms of mangoes is equal to 6 into 50, 300 rupees. Yeah, yes. Sorry. You got this answer? Santosh, do your work. Earlier one? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. But somebody's still working there. Satakshi, finished? Are you doing this one? Yeah. You got this answer? No, I think you didn't have time to try this, right? You finished this? Oh, yeah. You left some questions in the middle. Yeah, right. think you can imagine. Yeah. Yes, yes. 7:10, 7:15. Your class is till 7:30 today. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the reminder. 10 more minutes. I'll give you the questions. So this will be corrected and you'll be awarded marks for your correct answers. You'll be given marks. Yeah. Finished? So that's about the answers to yesterday's revision questions. Got it? Okay, so this we just go through the answers. Listen to me, children. We'll see the answers. These images I'll share with you. You can complete it in your book later. Okay, so in the 5 to 6 minutes remaining, we'll just see the answers quickly. Okay, and I'll share these images on WhatsApp. You can complete it in your classwork. After which you can take up the test for today. Is that fine? So you can close your books. So look at this one. 1/3 of 6. No, you don't get distracted. You look at the board. 1/3 of 6 is the same as 1/3 divided by 6. False. Why? Because it means 1/3 into 6. Of means into. What's the reciprocal of 4/7? 7/4. But it's given 4/7. So false. Then 1 is the only number which has its own reciprocal. No, 1 and -1 are their own reciprocals. 1 and -1 are their own reciprocals. It's given only 1, so it's false. To divide a number by 1000. So how do you divide a number by 1000? Now supposing 3/1000. What will you do? You'll move the decimal point to the left by 3 places. You'll move the decimal point to the left by 3 places. So you will say 0.003. So that's what is given here. Number to the left by, you will move the decimal point to the left by 3 decimal places. True. The reciprocal of a proper fraction is a proper fraction. Yeah, what's a proper fraction? For example, 2/5. What's the reciprocal? 5/2. It's improper. The reciprocal of a proper fraction is an improper fraction, so it's false. All right. Then this is false because it is product of the numerators by product of their denominators. It was given denominators by numerators. That's wrong. Numerators by denominators. Yeah, this one, children, I've changed the question. So you have to rework and check if you're getting this answer. I've changed this question. No, so they've changed the question. Now it's true. All right, this you'll have to work and check. Look at this one. 1 by 4 off 1 by 7. 1 by 4 off means into 1 by 7 is 1 by 28. So it's false. It's false. And here also I've changed the question. I've changed the question. So when you work, you get 184, but it's given 148. So false. How do you multiply? Now, if you have to multiply 8 by 1000, take a number with the decimal point, supposing 1.5623. You'll have to multiply this by 1000. So what will you do? You'll move the decimal point to the right. 1, 2, 3. You will move the decimal point to the right by 3 places because 1000 has 3 zeros. That's true. It's true. When you multiply a number by 1000, the decimal point you will move to the right by 3 places because 1000 has 3 zeros. So you will move the decimal point to the right by 3 places. True. Here also you have to rework because I've changed the numbers. You can check it with the second column. See the second column? Yeah. The numbers don't match. So please work this, and we'll get back with this in the next class. I'll share this image on WhatsApp with you because I've changed the numbers in the second column. So you'll have to work again and see if you're getting the answer. Meaning you'll have to work again and then match the columns. So this is one and this is the second one, right? Yeah. You can check the numbers in the second column. I've changed this fraction. I changed the 622 by 39. You can see I've changed this. I think I also changed this number. And this one was 80. I think this was a different number earlier. Yeah, I changed it to 8.1. That's 4. So these two match the following questions. You need to rework. Get your answer and match the columns. And you have the answers also here. You can do it yourself and then check the answers here. So in the next class, similar, because this you're going to do it by yourself. Next class, similar questions. I'll prepare 2 questions like this. Match the columns. Similar situations, exactly. So that way I'll make sure if you've understood or not. You have to understand this. If you blindly copy, then you cannot do the test well. Similar questions. Next class on Friday, or no, I said Thursday or some other day, right? Okay. So please do it well.